Plus, an Atlanta woman has been trying to cross the same street for months. There's a button, but she can't reach it. And after repeatedly calling 311, she decided she'd better call Harry. That's next on Wake Up Atlanta. A second recount kicks off as Georgia taxpayers foot the bill for the extra work.
We anticipate some will be working over the weekend.
Rain on Thanksgiving. I'm breaking down which areas could see a wet holiday coming up.
These lines are getting crazy.
With family get-togethers coming up, Georgians line up to get tested, but experts say a negative result isn't a free pass.
A test is a point in time.
In-person learning amid skyrocketing cases. The state of schools now.
From CBS 46 News, this is Wake Up Atlanta.
Good morning to you. If you're like me and you wake up every day and you're like, hey, what day is it? I got you. It's Tuesday, November 24th. Thank you for starting your morning with Wake Up Atlanta. I'm Rob Hughes.
Is it Groundhog Day? I don't
It
know.
feels like it.
Listen, it may feel like it for some election workers because we're doing another recount. 3 weeks after the presidential election, the federal government is now transitioning into a Biden administration. The president says he gave the go-ahead, but then he tweeted overnight that he would never concede.
Now, ballots are going to be recounted here in Georgia starting today. Recounted again, that is. We're going to have much more on that ahead. But first, let's get over to your weather and traffic. Ella standing by with Atlanta's most accurate forecast. Ella, a little rain for Thanksgiving week?
Yeah, little rain tomorrow, little rain on Thursday, a lot of rain this weekend. So some big changes coming up here shortly. We're starting the day very cold, clear and dry. It is 40 degrees in Lawrenceville, 41 in Atlanta, 42 in Marietta. So you will need the coat as you step out the door. Sunrise today, 7:18 a.m. The sun sets at 5:30. Yeah, sunlight hours are getting shorter and shorter. We'll be in the 40s all the way through the morning. With mostly sunny skies, we do jump to near 60 degrees, but again, it will be cool and breezy through the day. Big changes, like I said, are on the way. We're going to see rain move in tomorrow. I'm going to pinpoint which areas could see some showers on Thanksgiving as well. Then we got to talk about the weekend washout and a major cold blast coming. I'll let you know when all that arrives. Coming up first, so let's check in on the roadways. It is now rush hour. Rodney, how is it?
All right, good morning to you in Atlanta. We're looking pretty good as we take you right into the heart of the city. This is the connector right around the Grady Curve at Edgewood. Those green cars in 3D mean that you can go the speed limit, and as we pop a camera out from this location, you can see that your traffic is very smooth so far this morning. I'm watching the roads, and we will have more weather and traffic coming up in less than 10 minutes.
All right, Rodney, thanks. Today, Georgia election workers are ready to begin another recount of the more than 5 million ballots that were cast here in our state.
2 counties in Wisconsin are also recounting. Here's a look at where the other states stand. Michigan officials have certified Biden's win. In Pennsylvania, the state Supreme Court refused to toss out thousands of ballots, saying they showed no signs of fraud. Nevada is expected to confirm Biden's win today. Meanwhile, Arizona is set to certify its results next Monday. And back here in Georgia, CBS 46's Astrid Martinez is taking a look at how the process will work here, and it is different than the last recount.
Yes, third time's supposed to be the charm. Rob, good morning. Secretary of State says that all counties will begin to count those presidential ballots for a third time at 9 a.m. and they must be done by Wednesday, December 2nd at 11:59 p.m.
A big undertaking in a limited amount of time. 159 Georgia counties will officially start recounting votes Tuesday morning. The bill will be paid by Georgia taxpayers. Secretary of State explains.
We anticipate some will be working over the weekend. And as far as the costs go, officially right now it is a county cost. But as I said before, we're working with them to do a cost sharing thing.
Sterling says transparency has been key throughout this entire process. First, you had the initial count, then the audit retally by hand, and now the recount officially requested by the losing candidate. 2
groups will have partisans in it to have a role in the process when it comes to adjudication. And then the other group will be the monitors to make sure the process is being run fairly and report back to their own people of the party.
And another difference between the audit and the recount today is that the audit was done manually, whereas today's recount will be done with a machine scanning. And Secretary of State Sterling says that Secretary of State believes that the results will not really change, so we're going to have to wait a couple more weeks to find that out. Keep in mind also that the election workers have the runoffs to work towards in the next couple of weeks as well. For now, I'm live in Gwinnett County. Astrid Martinez, CBS 46 News.
Yes, certainly a very busy end of 2020 for them. Astrid, thank you. The federal government is now helping President-elect Joe Biden in the transition of power. It comes as he formally announces his cabinet picks today. Alejandro Mayorkas would become the first Latino and first immigrant to serve as Homeland Security Secretary. Avril Haines would be the first woman to serve as Director of National Intelligence. Veteran diplomat Linda Thomas Greenfield is Biden's pick to be U.S. Ambassador to the UN. And Biden selected former Fed Chair Janet Yellen as his Treasury Secretary. She would be the first woman to serve in that role.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium is going to be used for early voting in Georgia's runoff elections in January. Voting at the Benz is going to be held from December 22nd to the 30th. You can also vote early at State Farm Arena from December 14th to the 19th. You're not going to be able to vote on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler says she's looking forward to getting back on the campaign trail. That comes after she got her second consecutive negative test for COVID-19. Last Friday, she tested positive after attending rallies with Vice President Mike Pence and Senator David Perdue. Now, with Senator Perdue also sidelined, Iowa Senator Joni Ernst was left to campaign for the 2 Republicans by herself. She was visiting Georgia to campaign for them yesterday. Meantime, Senator Perdue's Democratic challenger Jon Ossoff is calling on both Loeffler and Perdue to require supporters to wear masks at campaign events. Today, he's hosting a socially distanced drive-through event in Atlanta.
With coronavirus cases topping 12 million in the U.S., Georgia also seeing a rise. Our state now averaging its most infections since August 17th. Overall, we've had 406,000 confirmed cases. CBS 46's Trayson Bragg is live at a testing site in Doraville. And Trayson, a lot of people are finding long lines for testing ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday, but officials are saying it's not foolproof to only receive a negative test.
That's right, Rob. Well, DeKalb County health officials say they tested over 2,100 people
That's just yesterday, right? But again, they're saying what you said. Just because you get a negative test result, that doesn't give you the green light to go celebrate your holiday season like you did every year before 2020, because let's face it, 2020 is different. Lines, lines, and more lines. This has become a common theme throughout multiple COVID-19 testing sites throughout Metro Atlanta. This was the scene at one of 3 COVID-19 testing sites operated by DeKalb County's health department. Well, health officials are warning you may not want to relax just yet. They're saying make sure you keep your precautions in place.
So your negative test means you were negative on the day that you were tested, and you literally could walk right out of a testing site and get exposed.
Now, folks, the health officials want you to realize that. Hear what she said. You could literally walk out of getting a test here and go get exposed and hop on a plane and train and expose other folks as well as your family. So they're asking you, please stay safe and keep those precautions in place this holiday season. Coming up at 6:30, I'll actually tell you how the CDC says you can celebrate Thanksgiving safely. You don't want to miss that. Reporting live in Doraville, I'm Trayson Bragg, CBS 46 News.
All right, Trayson, we'll look forward to that report. Thank you. Now at 6 a.m., we're keeping an eye on today with the stories you need to know.
A new study is offering a closer look at the children who are feeling the impact of coronavirus. It took a look at more than 135,000 American children with COVID-19 in the U.S. Researchers found it disproportionately hit teens and children from low-income families, as well as Black, Hispanic, and Asian children. Children who already suffer from diabetes or cancer were also hit hard, but the study showed children are less likely to test positive and less likely to suffer a serious illness.
Police picked up at least 32 shell casings after someone opened fire inside the Apple store at Lenox Mall. One person was hurt. This year, there have been at least 4 shootings, multiple robberies, and a reported sexual assault at Lenox. Police are still looking for the suspect in Friday's shooting.
I'm Brittany Miller. This driveway where I'm standing now is where a mail delivery truck caught fire. You can see some of the damage on the cement here, the pieces of glass melted in, and then over here there are pieces of glass that were swept into the street. CBS 46 obtained video of the moment the truck burst into flames. There were no injuries, but a USPS spokesperson wouldn't answer our questions about why this happened or what's being done to keep people safe. However, they did say anyone whose mail was destroyed can give them a call.
And we do have a recall alert to tell you about this morning. Dole Fresh Vegetables is recalling certain organic romaine hearts due to an E. coli risk. That includes Wild Harvest Organic Romaine Hearts and Dole Organic Romaine Hearts 3-pack. The FDA believes that they're off the shelf by now, but if they're in your fridge, toss them out.
For the first time ever, an all-black officiating crew officiated an NFL game. The Los Angeles Rams played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The crew has a combined 89 seasons of NFL experience and have worked 6 Super Bowls. Very cool to see. I'm still riding high after my Colts' big win on Sunday. Ella, I know times are kind of tough for you as a Ravens fan right now.
Yeah, we're not even in the playoff pictures anymore. Can you believe this, guys? The Browns are in the playoff picture and the Ravens aren't. The Browns.
The Falcons are sure not in the playoff picture.
Yeah. Sorry to all you Falcons fans out there. It's tough going, all right? Let's talk about what's not tough is today's forecast. Beautiful. Once again, a cold start, but lots of sunshine. Temperatures will climb to near 60 degrees, so very similar to the way it felt outside yesterday. You will need the light jacket through the day. Changes come tomorrow. Big setup. A big front in the middle of our country will bring us scattered showers. This will mainly be after sunset tomorrow. And that rain will continue overnight into Thanksgiving morning. Sunrise on Thanksgiving morning, still damp across Metro. But through Thanksgiving afternoon, most of that rain will be down to the south of Metro Atlanta. Areas like Lake Oconee and Edenton, probably going to continue to see some showers through the afternoon. So once again, rain is most likely down to the south and east of Atlanta. South Metro, DeKalb County, Fayette County, Clayton County, yeah, you could see some showers as well. We'll see a big warming trend to 70 degrees on Thursday and Friday before very cold air starts to work its way in. I'll break down your weekend forecast coming up here in about 7 minutes or so. We do have to check in on the roadways this morning with Rodney.
All right, good morning to you in Lawrenceville. Here's a live look at 316 around Harrington. As you get closer to 85, your traffic's starting to pick up here as you come out of Lawrenceville, but you are still good to go with no crashes. We will have more weather and traffic coming up for you in less than 10 minutes.
All right, Rodney, thanks.
It is 6:11 this morning, and with a surge in coronavirus cases, many parents are likely nervous about what it might mean for schools.
Just ahead this morning, CBS 46's school authority, Rebecca Schramm, is breaking down how different districts are addressing a third wave.
This is Misty. Misty lives in that apartment complex and she just wants to cross the street. Go ahead, press the button for the crosswalk, Misty.
I can't.
No, she can't, because she can't reach it. Better Call Harry is coming up.
CBS 46 is your school authority, and with a recent surge in coronavirus cases, some of you might be wondering about the impact Thanksgiving gatherings will have on our school communities.
Yeah, a lot of us have been talking about that, especially when teachers and students head back to school after the break. So our Rebecca Schramm is in studio this morning. And Rebecca, you're taking a look at how some different school districts are going to handle this situation.
Yeah, a lot of school districts realize that many families are planning to go home and will get together despite some health experts discouraging it. They're hoping everyone is cautious, but there is no way to guarantee it. We found out how various school districts are handling this, and we learned one district is taking an extra step. It's a struggle for school districts across Metro Atlanta whether to immediately bring students and teachers back together after Thanksgiving gatherings during the pandemic. In Cherokee County, students at River Ridge High School, which closed briefly because of a rise in coronavirus cases, will be back in the classroom after the break. Cobb County schools will continue with in-person learning for those who chose that option. Same for Gwinnett County Public Schools. DeKalb County schools have been fully virtual all along, so nothing will change there. Atlanta Public Schools will remain virtual as well. But in Fulton County, the first 2 days after the break will be fully virtual to give families time to get COVID tests if they wish. In a virtual community meeting, here's the message from Fulton's Human Resources team.
As the events and the gatherings sort of wind down and you're on the eve of trying to go back into the workplace or school, that you pay particular attention to your own health. Pay attention to what your body is telling you.
Yeah, and he says if you have any concerns about exposure, stay home. One of his colleagues on that conference call suggested families practice the 3 W's during the Thanksgiving break. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and watch your distance. Javier?
The 3 W's. Okay, we'll remember that. Rebecca, thanks.
With the pandemic forcing us to eat at home, many people have taken time to learn new things, and now you can learn how to sing from one of the best.
I want to share with you how to find your own voice, how to trust it too.
Okay, chart-topping singer Alicia Keys is now offering classes on the online education site Masterclass. She's sharing how she writes songs and produces. Keys is also offering a look in how she records and layers vocals to arrange a complete song.
Wow.
She's amazing.
I'm
I know.
so
I think she's
not
so
musically talented.
awesome.
I just blow. Way over my head,
Yeah.
any of that.
You know who's got a great voice and he'll never admit it? Rodney. He does.
He loves to sing.
I know.
Loves to sing.
I
There
hear
may
him in
be
the
a big
morning.
difference between love to sing and great voice.
There is a big difference. All right, let's talk about your weather. Good morning to you. We're under a little bit of cloud cover because this big system is moving through the Great Lakes region, but those clouds are going to clear and give way to sunshine through the afternoon. It will be mostly sunny. It will pretty much be the same day as we got yesterday on the cool side with highs topping out in the low 60s. Changes begin tomorrow. We start a warm up, but we're also going to see scattered showers, mainly after sunset. You can see by noon tomorrow, it is still mostly dry. It's really after the time that the sun goes down and it gets dark outside that we begin to see heavier bouts of rain. And some of these showers do last overnight into Thanksgiving morning. But through Thanksgiving itself, most of the rain will be down towards central Georgia. Areas like Eatonton still going to see some showers through the day. So breaking down your Thanksgiving, it's going to be really, really warm. Morning lows start in the mid-50s, and we see temperatures climb to near 70 degrees with dry conditions through the evening. So ladies, if you're trying to figure out what you're going to wear, that big chunky sweater, it's going to be hot. You're going to want less layers for your Thanksgiving dinner. So we see scattered showers Wednesday, Thursday. We get a dry day Friday, but then our rain chances increase this weekend. In fact, by Saturday morning, especially down to the south of the city, rain is very likely. Not going to be a washout on Saturday, but by the time Sunday rolls around, we will see heavy rain through the day, even a few rumbles of thunder. This huge system will move through overnight into Monday, perhaps even lingering showers through the day Monday. Check out what happens Monday evening. That is snow showers wrapping around into Tennessee. The mountains could see some flurries on Monday, possibly even Tuesday, and very cold air arrives next week. In fact, we're going to see afternoon high temperatures in the 40s through the majority of the week next week. So winter really comes in with a bang as we head into December. If I were you, I would make some outdoor plans for Friday. It will be 70 and partly cloudy because who knows when we'll see our next 70-degree day.
All right, Ella, it's gonna be such a lovely day. A few more lessons? How many lessons do you think I need?
17.
17, says Ella. If Alicia Keys is giving the lessons, I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. In Fulton County, I-20 at Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Your traffic's starting to pick up here a little bit, especially for those of you who are taking the exit to 285, but still no crash here, which is certainly good news. We'll keep you up to date on the roads and your forecast, and we will have more to come. That was pretty good singing. I don't need that much of an adjustment,
Not
right?
bad. What'd you do with the money your mama gave you for singing lessons? 20 minutes after 6, an Atlanta woman's been trying to cross the same street for several months.
Yeah, there's a button, but she can't reach it. And after repeatedly calling 311, she decided she better call Harry.
And it's been a tough year for Delta Airlines, but this morning, the Atlanta-based company is offering a small gift for employees. We'll tell you what. Welcome back. It's 24 minutes after 6 now. And for several months, an Atlantic Station woman has been trying to cross the same street without getting herself killed. You can see her right here. There's a crosswalk here with signal buttons. The buttons work if you can reach them, but she can't. And after repeatedly calling 911, she decided she'd better call Harry.
See this crosswalk button? Misty Birch wants to push it, but it's out of reach. Traffic engineers place the button several feet away from the sidewalk, and that's fine if you can walk.
It's very invalidating. I'm a very independent person.
The design flaw makes crossing 17th near Misty's Atlantic Station apartment a dangerous move. Sometimes she'll wait half an hour for someone to push the button for her, or she takes the risk. Here's one of the many 311 requests she filed with the City of Atlanta. From status in progress to status closed.
They actually closed the case at one point within 24 hours without looking at the issue.
And that's problem one. If she makes it to the other side of 17th, one button is missing. And on this corner, how do you get to this button?
Sometimes I do this.
Sometimes the stretch works, sometimes it doesn't. Come on, Misty, you can do it. All right, try this, go ahead. That didn't work, but you know what did? A plea through the mayor's office and Public Works. 2 days later, they fixed the broken button and temporarily tied the crosswalk signal to the light, meaning no button pushing required.
It's just really great, and I feel a sense of validation, and I feel like my voice has been heard.
What Misty doesn't know is that the buttons will be relocated to the sidewalk, with the project starting today. Happy Thanksgiving.
Better call Harry, case closed.
See, all it took was one phone call to Harry.
He's an
and he
amazing
got it done.
advocate. He really is.
That's
And you know
right.
what? There's issues like that all over the city of Atlanta, both with sidewalks being unnavigable
Right.
and buttons being difficult to reach. So great job, Harry.
Very good. Remember, Harry's always watching out for you. So if you've got a problem and you need his help, just send him an email because that's the best way to really get him. Better call Harry at cbs46.com.
It is 6:26 in an argument over face masks at a local Costco.
We're going to hear from the father and son in the middle of this encounter. It's now gone viral.
And killing COVID with one spray. Up next, details on the product that claims it can eliminate the virus.
Rain on Thanksgiving. I'm pinpointing which areas could see a wet holiday coming up.
In a rush to get tested for COVID-19 here in Georgia, massive lines now forming daily at testing sites across the metro area as more people want to get checked heading into the holiday.
At 2 minutes, 100% of the COVID-19 virus was inactivated.
The makers of this COVID-19 spray say it'll be a game changer. We check with doctors about just how effective and reliable it really is. And we are just hours away from the start of yet another recount of presidential votes here in Georgia. We'll have new details on what's expected this time around.
From CBS 46 News, this is Wake Up Atlanta.
Good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us on this Tuesday. It's November 24th. I'm Gurveer Dinsa.
And I'm Rob Hughes. A beautiful day on hand, but rain is on the way. Rodney Harris and Ella Dorsey tracking your weather and traffic. Ella, this is not necessarily the news we wanted heading into a holiday week and weekend.
Yeah, but it could be worse, right? It's actually going to be really warm on Thanksgiving, a lot warmer than it is outside right now. Good morning to you in Rome. It is freezing up there in Floyd County. 45 degrees in LJ, 41 in Atlanta this morning. Temperatures down anywhere from 5 to 20 degrees from yesterday. So you are going to need the winter coat as you head out the door. Temperatures will hover in the 40s all the way through mid-morning. It's not until the time you eat lunch that we jump into the 50s. So the way it felt outside yesterday, that's the way it's going to feel today. Lots of sunshine, a beautiful day, but on the cool side, we'll top out with temperatures in the low 60s. We'll see bouts of rain Wednesday and even Thanksgiving. I'm going to pinpoint which areas have the highest chance for showers on Thanksgiving itself. And we got to talk about a lot of rain this weekend. A lot of changes coming in the weather. I'll break it all down coming up in about 6 minutes first. So let's check in on the roadways this morning with Rodney.
All right, good morning to you in Atlanta. The only thing I'm really watching for you right now is 75 northbound. This is in northwest Atlanta as you're headed toward Cobb County. There was a crash way earlier this morning. It's off to the side of the road, but it's still something that you're going to pass by. Everybody else is looking good so far on this Tuesday morning. We will have more weather and traffic coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Okay, Rodney, thanks. And with coronavirus cases topping 12 million in the U.S., Georgia is also seeing a rise.
Our state is now averaging its most infections since August 17th. Overall, we've had 406,000 confirmed cases. Trayson Bragg is live this morning at a testing site in Doraville. And you know what? A lot of people are finding long lines ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday because people thinking, hey, I'm going to go get tested, so it's going to be okay for me to go visit my family. Is that right?
Exactly. You're 100% right, Gurveer. I mean, officials want us to warn folks to let them know, hey, just because you get a negative test result, that does not mean that you are safe for the rest of the holiday season or even safe for the rest of the week. They say they want folks to keep their protocols, their safety protocols in place if they are going to get together with family and friends for the holiday. Take a look at these long lines. This is now a popular site all over the metro. Folks rushing to their nearest COVID-19 testing site, hoping to get their test before they head to their family for the holiday season. Well, the CDC has a warning. They're asking folks to stay at home and stay safe. The CDC says the safest way to celebrate your Thanksgiving is to celebrate it with the folks you already live with. The CDC says at moderate risk, you can celebrate your Thanksgiving outside with a small group of family members and friends in your community. Finally, the CDC says a high-risk Thanksgiving would be to celebrate indoors with a large amount of friends and family members who are not from your own community. Health officials warning, just because you had a negative test today, that doesn't mean you won't get exposed tomorrow.
We are concerned about folks, hopping on an airplane with a negative test and thinking that, makes them okay to travel.
So again, folks, let's remember that the officials are the officials for a reason. They are health officials for a reason, and we're all in this together. It's on us to keep each other safe. So please, let's listen to their advice and stay safe this holiday season. Reporting live in Doraville, I'm Trayson Bragg, CBS 46 News.
Trayson, thanks for that.